And my business of working out, and it saved my life, and it's going to save somebody else's life. And that's my object, to save somebody else's life, to get them healthy, to keep them moving, things like that. And as long as I'm on this earth, somebody help me. So I want to help somebody. These kids out here, somebody taught me. I was that kid also that came in the gym and learned the direction and learned some discipline by doing what I do. So I want to help kids also. So that's why I'm trying to put my gym together, to be able to, to help kids. It's not always about the money. It is about the money, but it's really not. It's about the health and wellness of people. That's why, when Kazim came to my wife, got her, and we doing health and wellness. Absolutely. We certified as a health and wellness business. Look, that's our business motto. Her business motto is health and wellness. So guess what? The Purple Flip Hub is the health and wellness.
What's good, everybody? It's your man, Half Streams, half of the All Dressed Up podcast. Just got finished getting flipped up here at the Purple Flip with your man, two-time former champion, Sharmba Mitchell. I'm going to get up in here and get the rest of my items, man. Go check out that interview. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Empire Building series.
I highly recommend the Purple Flip. Please come out and support small business, Black-owned small businesses, so we can sustain ourselves. And the Purple Flip is doing an excellent thing by feeding our bodies nourishment that we need, the nutrients that we need. It's all fresh, it's all good quality, and it's all plant-based.
There you go, sir. What's going on, dog? Thank you for coming back, man. Hey, look. Here you go with your smoothie, man. I made you a mini what we call get money a little bit. Okay. I usually do my own. I kind of put your spinach in there, put your sea moss in there with your strawberry, with your pears, a little bit of agave, stuff like that, man. And
Bruh, delicious, man. Goodness gracious. I gotta say, I got flipped.
Welcome to the Empire Building Series. Your boy K Dizzle, DC, man, Half Strings right here from the ADU podcast. You know how we do it. We are sitting today with the legendary, awesome-ary Sharmba Mitchell. Sharmba, what's up,
How you doing, man? Hey, legendary. I almost feel like, you make me feel like I'm old.
Nah,
The man, the myth, the legend himself, man. What's good, Sharmba?
I'm good, man. Hey, man, I'm glad y'all came out, come see me and join me at my wife and her partner's store, man, the Purple Flip, man. Great thing. Thanks for coming out, man.
Look, we are more than glad to be here. Look, before we get into it, I ain't never had sea moss gel in my life. I done probably had the most sea moss gel in most people's lives today. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling revitalized and good. With a bill, my wife gonna be upset at. But look,
Now look though, sea moss does not keep you warm.
sea moss.
We're still out here braving these elements, man. But we out here to.
I got them some nice hot tea, kava tea,
Yes.
with some sea moss in it. So we do tea and coffee with sea moss in it. Very good and very healthy.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man.
Look, I appreciate that infomercial right there. We right here. We right here. Let's do the interview. So look, tell us who you are and what do you do?
I'm Sharmba Mitchell, former two-time junior welterweight boxing champion.
Man, say that with some bass, man. Say it again, Sharmba. You represent DC, man.
I'm Sharmba Mitchell, former two-time junior welterweight boxing champion of the world. I held the WBA world title and the IBF world title. I've won a bunch of titles. I won titles in 3 different weight classes. I won the title as a lightweight. I won the NABF title as a lightweight. I went on to win the WBC Intercontinental title and Then I ended up winning the world titles as a junior welterweight, and I won the NBA National Boxing Association title as a welterweight before I retired.
Wow, that's a lot of accomplishments. I'm gonna tell you right now, you sound like you whipped a lot of ass for a long time.
I tried to, man. Coming up in DC, as a kid, when you the little short, little light skinned kid, and Hef probably know this more than me because he lighter than me, but yeah, coming up in DC, when you the light skinned little kid, everybody kind of pick on you. And when I was like 5, 6 years old, and outside with the kids, they want to pick on you. One time I went in the house, man, crying to my mom, and my mom told me, see, back in the day, your parents could actually do this to you. I went back in the house and she said, if you don't get back out there and beat his ass, I'm going to kick your ass myself. So therefore, I went back outside and did what I had to do.
100%.
That's how it started. That's how all of it started.
So Sharmba, what would you say was the biggest challenge in the beginning when it all got started?
Biggest challenge when I got started probably was that I was the little guy. I don't want to say it was a challenge. It probably was a challenge to me because a lot of doubters. When you like when I was in school, I was the small kid.
We talking small kid. What we talking about? Like
4'11".
Okay.
Like
okay.
you 4'11",
Oh.
you 4. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even right now, I don't like wear as a size 7.5 or 8.
You was getting picked last in all the sports and shit.
But I end up being the best at what I did. Football. Football was my main sport, man. Yeah, always wanted to play football. And I was all county running back in Prince George's County. Was one of the outlets because we had leagues in Prince George's County. DC didn't really have leagues like that back there, so that was the outlet for me. So probably the biggest challenge was, getting over the hurdle, being that the small kid. I didn't have the little boy syndrome, little man syndrome, what they try to say, but, I had to do extra to stand out.
Well, let me interject because for those who did follow your boxing career, did you like the nickname that you were given? Because that kind of goes into how you just answered that question about being little.
That's funny because
and say the nickname if you don't mind.
How I got the nickname.
Hold on, let's establish the nickname.
Yeah,
the nickname I got was the Little Big Man. The Little Big Man. The reason why I got that name, I was at University of Maryland College Park, and the college papers did a story on me. They wanted to do a story on me. When I was going to University of Maryland back in 1990, 91, they didn't really have a great sports program. Football team was nothing, never really been nothing until pretty much now.
Right.
And then the basketball team at that time wasn't anything after Lynn and all that stuff. So I was the only one doing something on campus at the time. I had just turned pro. I was fighting in Atlantic City, and I was on TV and things of that nature. So they did a story on me and they called me the Little Big Man on campus. So when I saw the story, I was big man on campus. I was like, oh, I like that. So that's what I stuck with the nickname, Little Big Man. So that's where I got the Little Big Man from. I took it from them.
Okay.
I think it's from auntie or something. Little Big Man. Little Big Man. Little Big Man. Get some tea, Little Big Man.
Yeah.
On this Little Big Man, what influences did you have that helped you pursue your passion?
Well, will help me pursue my passion. I can't really say it's a passion.
Okay.
Because
that's fair.
Boxing wasn't my passion. It really wasn't my sport that I picked.
Oh.
Okay.
Plot twist.
My passion and my pick was football. I wanted to play football. All I seen was that. And, Franco Harris, stuff like, so I wanted to be that. I had the Tony Dorsett face mask, with the chin thing, and I hated that, but it was just the player.
Right.
It was the player for me. That was a beast. So I wanted to be that, and that's what I wanted to do. One day my dad came past my house and said, "Won't you ride with me somewhere?" We drove down to Hyattsville. So we drove down to Hyattsville and we went into the gym. Adrian Davis, round one boxing gym. Adrian Davis and Marvin Sims in there. And I looked around and said, "What do you think?" I said, "Is this something you would like?" It's okay. That's why I said, it's okay. I was just an athlete. And he said, "Well, would you like to come back?" I said, "Sure." So they showed me a little bit while I was in there. I'm like, okay. So my father kept coming to get me, bring me to the gym. And it's something that picked up. I fell into it. And it's funny. I used to watch Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali and stuff. That's what I knew about boxing. I didn't really follow it, but then I started following after that. I knew about the Ali and I knew about Sugar Ray Leonard, stuff like that. And I wanted that style. I wanted to be the pretty boy. Can't hit, stuff like that. So that's what I want to do. I always tell people even now that, when it comes to pain, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch when it comes to pain. Like you hit me up, I'm like, so it hurts. But, it was just something that God gave me a gift and I used it. Here we are today.
Sharmba, let me ask you a question, because obviously we're talking about, empire building, and you said it wasn't your passion. So it sounds like to me boxing was like a way out from where we come from. When did you know you could make it into a career?
When you're growing up here in DC, you got a couple of choices. Back then, you either going to school and you're going to be that student athlete, or you into drugs and you selling them and you're going to be the athlete trying to sell the drug at the same time, right? I can't say I didn't experience all of them, because I did. And when I was in high school, playing football in high school, I just knew that with boxing, that's kind of sort of where I had to land myself, because first I was too light. I remember in 1988 when I was on that 88 team, I was only 125 pounds.
Dang.
And 125 pounds, trust me, you going up against 300-pound dudes hitting you and I'm coming out that backfield. Trust me, it's not nice to get hit.
We just talked about your pain tolerance.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just admitted you ain't like that pain anyway.
Once I got hit one time like that, can you please take me out? So, but boxing was my way. My first plane ride ever, I was 13 years old. Peoria, Illinois. Remember, it's like it was yesterday. Peoria, Illinois, I went for the Junior Olympic Nationals. I won
Wow.
the Junior Olympic Nationals. Big being Junior Olympic. I mean, I'm number one in the whole entire world as a junior, not as an open fighter or anything like that. As a junior, and so that was major big. But let's go back to kind of tournaments that started me, put me on a plateau of people seeing who I was. Is like we used to take 20 people to one of the biggest tournaments ever in history, and that's the Ohio State Fair. Every person that you guys seen on TV, from Harold McKintays to the Mike Tysons to Sugar Ray Leonard's to the Tommy Hearns to all, everybody fought in that tournament. When I say everybody fought in that, the Ohio State Fair was the major big tournament. I was one of the people to win it the most. And the other person other than me that won it more than me was James Johnson, Mark Two Shop Johnson's brother. He won it the most. I think he won it 12 times. I won it 6 in a row.
Wow.
And I had, out of my 6 times I was there, I had 4 outstanding fighters of the whole entire tournament. So you got to remember, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson fought in that tournament. I was 2 years old, and I'm fighting in one ring, and Mike Tyson fighting in the other ring, and all you hear is boom, get knocked down. He got knocked down, and everybody stopped. Listen, I stopped when I was fighting and looked at the ring. But Ohio State Fair was, we fought in Ohio. It was a big state fair there. We fought in the Cow Barns. 3 rings set up in the Cow Barns. And listen, we had so many people in our tournament that I used to have to fight twice a day.
Wow.
One time in the morning, one time in the evening. That's how many kids we had in tournaments. Nowadays, barely can put a fight card together for these kids. Kids don't have anything to gravitate. So, that's kind of the start of, people seeing who I was. And the last time that I fought in, Ohio State Fair was 1986. 1986 was the last time I fought in Ohio State Fair, and I fought Arturo Gotti in the championship. I dropped him in the first round, and he got up and fought me. When I say we fought. Good fight, I'll beat him. First fight he ever lost. So that's what really put me on the map for kind of with boxing.
Taking those next big steps.
Yeah. In Ohio, they had a lot of great fighters. One of the great fighters that I loved in Ohio, was one of my good buddies. He named his daughter after me. I have a goddaughter named Sharmba.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because she's in town too. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's kind of the start.
Yeah, so it sounds like you had, one of the things we can relate to is having that drive, but having direction and steering it and putting it into it. And so, if you focused in one place, like football was your thing, what you knew in football, I'm the lightest guy on the field, this body ain't gonna hold up. So when boxing was introduced, you just grabbed the hold of it and just ran with it, man.
Absolutely. But I had to, because, when you're in high school, you kind of figure out what your life is going to be, and once I started traveling, especially on the USA team, my first, I stayed out a whole year as a junior because I had turned 15 and I could go novice. So back in the day, you was a junior, you was a novice, and then you turned open.
Okay.
When you turned open, you had to be like 17 to turn open. So I was young, and I didn't want to turn novice because I would still be fighting the same people, the same old people that I was fighting as a junior. And I had beat all these, so I wanted to fight grown men. So I sat out a whole year and I came back in 1987. So after I won the Ohio State Fair in 86, I just sat out. Then, I turned 15, I think it was 15 years old, 16 years old, I think I turned. And then, 87, I came back. And then it was time for the 88 Olympics to come up. But I had to get permission to do a lot of stuff because I was too young. The other person in DC who did the same thing was Mark Two Shop Johnson. Both of us, we had to get permission to do and go places, right? So, one of the guys here in DC that, ran, the amateur, Olympic committee, he was on the amateur Olympic committee. He gave us permission to be able to go to these things. So I went to, my first tournament was the Olympic Festival, the Olympic Festival trials. I ended up winning. Ended up going to Lake Placid to fight in that tournament. So I ended up winning the tournament. All the guys from military and everything was mad that I won because I was too young. They say he can't even go to the Olympic Festival and he can't even go to the box hall because he's too young. They was mad, right? But I ended up getting permission to go. So I ended up getting permission to go to the Olympic Festival. So I went to North Carolina. It was the Olympic Festival was in North Carolina. So the Olympic Festival, if people don't know, is the pre-Olympics, like big ceremony. We had the big old ceremony. Like it's the Olympics, but it's the pre-Olympics. And big old ceremonies, man. We got we got the East and West and North teams and all. Absolutely great experience, man. If no one's ever been to the introduction of like the Olympics or anything, it's nothing like this. We didn't have the cell phones and be able to take the cameras and stuff back then. But man, when I say,
imagine if you had that.
Oh, the experience, the experience of it, So, when we was in North Carolina, we stayed on North Carolina campus. Some of them stayed at Duke on their campus, but like I was in campus. Our dorms were with like the ping pong table, the ping pong people, stuff like that. They were playing when I say they play ping pong and the Jones is fast as hell. Oh my God, I was like, there's no way I could hit that.
Hey, Sharmba, let me ask you a question. So we're gonna talk about, the induction that's coming up for you in the Hall of Fame shortly, which is a huge, huge feat. I grew up watching you fight, man. And now me and you are like big bro, little bro. So it's a funny relationship. But back then, I always told you, I looked up to you. You know what I'm saying? You represented where I came from. And when I tuned in, I always wanted to see you win. Mm-hmm. So I was blessed to see you fight a lot of times. For the people who probably aren't that big of a boxing fan, what fight would you like them to see you in to kind of if you had to put yourself on display, what's a good fight for people to look up?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like your best fight.
Yeah. Something that you would want us to see.
Fights to look up, having 60 fights. I had so many fights. Like 62 fights, professional fights. It's funny because you can look on, you can pull up on YouTube and they always have the ones, I've lost 6 fights out of 62 fights, but you always have the ones that come up are the ones I lost.
Right.
Like, how was that? And so, to really see me and see my style or like my first world title fight when I fought, the champion over in Paris, that Khalid Railu, that's a really good fight because I boxed it. Yeah. I was hungry. You hungry that you want to get that world title. That's what everybody, like when you're a kid, you playing football, you want to get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't care how many times you an all-star and how many times you're a pro bowler and all that. You want a ring, right? So as a fighter, we want the same thing. We want a ring. We want to wear belts, but we get rings also. So I wanted a ring. I got two of them, So I was like the Redskins. I got two.
He want put some home
Hey,
team
man,
drama.
I ain't mad at him.
Some home team drama off
I
the
got
rip.
two rings, dog. Yeah.
He want to put some home team drama off the rip. You want to flip to the flip?
Hey, man, perfect time to do it. One thing I want to ask you about before we flip to the purple flip, and while we're here today, I hear freezing our ass off in this interview.
We're not freezing. We're not freezing.
We're going to talk about one thing that I do want the people to know as we have guests walking into the purple flip as we speak so they can live and be healthy. How do you feel about the Hall of Fame induction?
Man, feeling about the Hall of Fame induction.
Tell the people what's going on.
So,
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
it's crazy. Me, a kid growing up in DMV, living in DC, living in Prince George's County, being able to walk the streets of just the DMV, and experience all I experienced. No one would ever think that. Well, when you're a kid, you don't think, or you don't say, I want to do this. I want to be this. Or you never gonna think that somebody will be able to just punch you, look everything to how much worth and to how much not worth to, all the shit that you've done in life. And, to get a call, to say that, you've been nominated to get into, Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. Like, are you serious? Growing up watching all these guys get into Hall of Fame, the NFL, NBA, it's still surreal to me. Like, I'm like, okay, I got inducted into the Maryland Sports Hall of Fame in 2012. And that was crazy to me because I didn't think I was going, you don't think of these things. And me coming from DC, you don't think. I've been on TV since I was 10 years old. My first ever interview was done at my house. Was done at Round One Boxing Gym and by a DC native, James Brown. In my first ever interview when I was 10 years old, and me and James Brown been friends ever since then. But
JB from CBS.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
From Fox.
Yeah.
He was on Fox.
Okay.
And yeah. So yeah. One of the greatest announcers right now. Analysts right now.
Yeah.
So, who would ever think I'm grown up now as an adult and my kids could look me up and I'm always gonna leave a history.
Yeah. And that's phenomenal because I think exactly what you're saying. You just wake up and put in the work and you don't think about it.
But you don't think about it. You don't think about it like that. Like, it's me. I'm just me. I don't hang around. I don't have a whole bunch of people with me. I don't have no entourage. I never had that when I was fighting. No entourage. I always had people around me that was family and friends that could tell me right from wrong. Because there was a lot of stuff to get into, but they weren't going to let me get into it because I had my cousin, I had my best friend. That's it. And my group was probably 4 people. That's it. And 2 of them was family.
Wow. So incredible boxing career capped off with this Atlantic City Hall of Fame induction where K Dizzle and myself will be there to support you, bro. Appreciate the opportunity. But let's talk about where we are today and how a lot of what you did in the past translates to where we are today with your wife's business and Kazim's business, the Purple Flip.
Man, it's crazy. You know, when I used to go to training camp, I used to, juice a lot in training camp, make smoothies and stuff like that.
Okay, I was going to say, you said juice. Now,
yeah. Make smoothies and
tested, brother.
Yeah, make smoothies and when you're a fighter, you gotta kind of be healthy anyway, especially when you go in training camp, man. I used to clean myself out and then go right into training camp.
Okay.
Making smoothies, things like that. But my wife, came into my life and had a best friend named Kazim Reynolds. And then, Kazim used to be with me, man. As soon as I met him, we kind of clicked. I got him he was always into something.
Okay.
Right? He was always ambitious to do something. I wanted to always do something right. So got him hooked into, he had a little fighter, got him on some of my cards and stuff like that. Got him linked into that. And he used to see what I kind of used to do with juicing and stuff like that. So, when COVID came, people were getting sick and he started getting into like the CMOS stuff. Like, how I can say this shit nasty as hell. I said, but it gotta be a way that we can make it taste better. And so he started doing all the research of how you can mix your fruits.
So you saying you knew it was healthy, but it was just a matter of making it taste better.
Making it taste better and see how it can help people. We knew that it was a healthy treat. And I remember people from Jamaica and, on the island, stuff like that, they are the ones who grew up with this stuff. And they make juices with it. They make sauces with it. They eat it in they oatmeal. They eat it in anything. You know what I'm saying? So, he learned how to juice it up right, blend it right, stuff like that, like they do in those countries and stuff, man. And he ended up getting a little stand, making the stand, money with it. And people was trying to get better as we was having COVID, and it was helping a lot, because the sea moss actually generates 97% of the minerals and vitamins. You get 103. 97% of the minerals and vitamins that supposed to go in your body each and every day, that's your sea moss.
Wow.
So.
No idea.
A lot of people don't. So as COVID came, a lot of people started looking up healthy ways to cleanse your body and the number one thing is start working out. Work out, eat healthy.
But people don't like working out.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. They don't like working out, but you got to do something. Take a walk. Walk in the morning. Get up in the morning, maybe do some jumping jacks, or do some calisthenics or something like that. Stretch yourself out. Stuff like that makes you stay young. I'm getting ready to turn 54, and believe me, I got to do it every day.
Damn.
So let's talk about a lot of what the Purple Flip offers. I know we talk about CMOS. We just had some smoothies. I know he's sipping on some scissor tea with CMOS, which is
this was really good, by the way.
This is fantastic. But what are some of the things that you guys offer? Yeah, the Purple
So
Flip.
here at the Purple Flip, man, we offer a little bit of everything. It's health and wellness. We like to call it the Purple Flip Hub.
Okay.
This is the hub, the healthy hub spot. Because not only do we do smoothies, but it's a vegan-based store.
Oh.
Okay. So we got vegan wraps. We got vegan burgers that we do on Saturday. Anything in here, that is a chip, your chips, your popcorn, stuff like that. It's vegan based. We have healthy bitters and tonics, and things like that. Anything that can help your body.
Anytime you say vegan, okay, for those who are uninitiated, okay,
plant-based.
I know, plant-based. But the important part is, because anytime, look, if somebody try to give you something vegan and you're not used to eating vegan, you don't think it's going to taste good. That's just the trip it gets.
Absolutely. You don't think it's going to taste good, but we have people that has never tasted vegan stuff and come in and get our wrap and will come back and get three more wraps to get. And the burger, listen, I was really not big on the burger one.
Because that can go totally wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
That can go totally wrong.
Listen.
You see his mouth still?
I'm watching
you
Sean.
See his mouth still? He's like, listen,
that vegan burger,
right
the vegan burger is unreal. So if you guys in the Baltimore area, anything like that, come over to the Purple Flip. We're here in Valley Village Shopping Center on Ricestown Road, on the backside. And every Saturday we do a vegan burger.
Now I'm glad you said on the backside. Glad you said on the backside because I was late due to the parking, but it was a whole backside to the shopping center. It's a nice location, but over here,
he had to confess his sins about being late today. You felt bad?
Yeah,
no, it's all man. We get
but we have a little bit of everything in here, man.
How long have you guys been in business? Let me ask you that.
We've been in business for 2.5, 3 years. We've been at this location. We're going on 2 years. You're ready to come up on this location.
Is the other location opening back up, or you guys making another?
No, we're making another location.
Okay.
We're in. I'm in the process of doing the gym. So we're gonna have stuff in our gym also. And we do have Grubhub now.
Okay.
And we have Uber Eats also now. And
I
think
Grubhub.
that I think that they deliver within 10 miles or 10 to 12 miles. I don't know, somewhere around there. So when y'all sitting at, your store or something like that, you
well, worst case, you just gonna run
it. He said I store something. Look, he know I'm in Gatesburg.
God.
You know what kind of Grubhub cost that would be? It would be 6 smoothies worth to get it to me. And it'll be water by the time it gets to me.
Or worst case, if it's local, Sean Bay just gonna run it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's so damn healthy at 54.
I might as well grab an Uber to come get it and then go back.
It's crazy.
You're gonna need to get 2 for the ride.
I need 2 for the ride.
It's crazy because I do on every other weekend. Every other weekend I take deliveries down in the Bowie area, Bowie and Suitland area. So I go down in that area to because my object is to open a store.
You need a shop.
Down in Prince George's County.
Perfect place.
So down in the Hampton Boulevard area.
So we'll talk. Yeah, we'll get on that because there's a lot of buttoning places in Peachtree County, especially in in that area.
Absolutely.
That you can find good spots for. But look, I know you had the tea. I had the sea moss smoothie off the chain, and then I got spoon fed like 30 other sea mosses.
So when you come in here, you get flipped, man. And
talk about that.
My man got flipped.
Flip.
So it's called the Purple Flip. So the object is, you come in, you brand new. You come in, you get flipped, because our thing is that it's not only a smoothie spot. We got so many things that's healthy for you. So we want you to try things. So we let you try some of the juices that we have. We let you try some of the sea moss gels that we have. You know, we let you try some of the tonics that we have, things like that. So, absolutely. So that's why we call it the purple flip. So you come in, you get flipped. Once you get flipped, trust me, you're going to get way more than what you just came.
I know, man. You got tonics and vitamins and minerals, and I just felt like I got in there
Yams,
with
potatoes,
with antibiotics. Yeah, greens, beans, potatoes.
Now let me ask you that real quick, not to cut you off, K Dizzle, but can this be a meal replacement? Like, can I come to the purple flip
and buy some juices and get on a juice diet?
Not to put you on the
absolutely,
spot.
you can. So I love the gels because of the fact that it's like a snack in between your meal.
Okay.
I don't know. I eat big, so I can't.
So if you take, so the object of what you really, so the object of what you really supposed to do is, the morning time, your breakfast is always supposed to be your main meal.
Okay.
You can always put sea moss or have some sea moss, some of the gels or something like that on your, you can put them on your pancakes.
I ain't gonna hold you. I felt that sea moss on like an English toast muffin. That little strawberry she put me on.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So
shout out the English toast muffin.
You can do that. You can put them on your muffin. Put them on, you know, your chip. Or you know, anything that you, some bread. You know, you can do that with just the gel. And then during the day for your snack, if you got a gel or something, I snack on mine. They say 4 spoonfuls a day, and then you go from there, but you can't overdose. You can't overdose. So
what happens if you overdose? We need to disclaim.
If you overdose,
right
you
now.
Can't overdose on it.
You just said overdose, you can't overdose.
You can't overdose on, that's what I'm saying. You can't overdose on the gel.
And how much are the gels?
The gels right now are $30, $35, I think they are right now, plus tax.
And how long will that last you? I'm just curious.
As long as
how you snack on it.
For me, I might be sitting in my basement watching basketball game or something like that, and I might just snack on it instead of eating chips or Snickers, something like that.
That's a big change for me.
I'm a snack on that.
But it tastes good.
Oh, good. Word. Listen.
Yeah, we gotta get this down.
And it has so many healthy vitamins. Like it may have the soursop in it. It may have the Berta group. It may have
Sharmba, you saying some wild stuff.
The bladderwrack. It might have bladderwrack. Yeah, it may have bladderwrack in it. It may have
chinois root. You know, it's just something exotic from somewhere.
So a lot of the fruits. If people actually look up some of the fruits and the healthy benefits of the fruit, that's your start right there. Elderberry, man, listen, the elderberry berry is so mean.
I knew you was going to talk about the elderberry. I knew you was going to talk about
the elderberry berry. Eyesight, menopause, you name it, is everything. The mango you don't even understand. Mango is for people that
mental health,
I've heard mental health and stuff. Listen, man.
Maybe that's why I like mango.
It's supposed to help with like anxiety and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, man. We got the hibiscus. The hibiscus. We have a juice in here called F Cancer.
Wow.
The F Cancer juice. And the F Cancer juice has the hibiscus in it with the cinnamon stick. When I say it's so good, listen.
I came here today, Purple Flip, to get the sea moss. That's mainly what I get every time I come, every couple of weeks. I get the sea moss. I take it once or twice a day, a couple spoonfuls, and it makes me feel great. It makes me feel energized. Initially, when somebody told me about Purple Flip, kind of hesitant, trying new things, and especially if they say it's healthy, you always kind of, second guess whether the product is healthy. So I read up on it, and I even sampled the sea moss that they had, and I liked So I end up coming here myself, trying it out, and then I've been coming 2 years ever since. So that tells you, sometimes you just have to take the next step and come and try for yourself. And once you come try for yourself, I guarantee that you'll continue to come, just like I have.
You are the quintessential example for a lot of the guys in the DMV that didn't know that they could accomplish it. And the fact that you're going into the Hall of Fame just tells a bigger story of the work that you put in and how it's acknowledged by the world. Well, not only we appreciate that for you being our brother, but we adore you, give you flowers now because of the accomplishments that you've done in your life. 110%. And as far as what you're doing here, I think it's phenomenal because not only are you adding benefit to the lives of anyone who wants to stay healthy, but more importantly, you're showing that as a black man, I can do anything that I put my mind and my heart into, along with the help that if I got the right people around me.
Absolutely. It's always about the right people around. And I'm gonna take my hat off to my wife. Trust me. My wife is the go-getter, a hustler, all her life. Listen, born and raised in Baltimore, Park Heights, certified. And people don't understand Park Heights certified. Listen, for us in DC, if you grew up in Southeast, in Berry Farms, back in the day, that's Park Heights certified times 2. Okay? So, but made it out, educated, very business-like in through businesses. When I met her, she was getting a business together and I just invested with her to be able to get a bar and lounge. Had that for 25 years we've had it, and then to hop into the health and wellness because she knows the stuff. She's a brain of business and her partner, Kazim, listen, man, this little, like I always say, this little nigga just, he want to do some business and he has great business ethics. So he started doing this and it takes off. It's about helping people.
Well, look, I don't know about half here, but I've been flipped.
I'm at the hub, baby. I'm not going to say I was flip balls, but I am out here at the hub.
Flip, bro.
Hey, man, come out here and get flipped by the Purple Flip crew. But, man, I want to say, Sharmba, it takes a lot, man, because, a lot of people can't say they have 2 or 3 careers in one lifetime. And for you to be a Hall of Famer in boxing and then now be an entrepreneur and a great businessman, that's incredible, man. That's what this series is all about because we're talking about the constant effort into building and the growing and to keep, to keep being successful, man. So I look up to you. I said my hat to you, your wife, and then Kazim for inviting us down here to the Purple Flip.
Nah, man, I just thank you guys for showcasing
absolutely
for us because, again, like I said, if it wasn't for my wife, it's a lot of shit I probably wouldn't be into.
Oh, we know who runs
it.
We know who runs it.
Right.
We know who runs it.
Listen, you gotta have that woman is the one that's gonna push you to do stuff. They push you to do bad stuff, or they can push you to do good stuff. Right? But for a man, there's always something surrounding them. Always. Because they got the power. Trust me.
Man, y'all doing big things, man. And this has been another episode of the Empire Building Series. We want to thank Sharmba Mitchell, DC's own middleweight champion, and the Purple Flip out here at Rice-Town Road in Owens Mill.
Thank you, guys. And I hope to be joining these fellas. I hope to be joining these fellas. And we do more bigger, better things and get into a little bit of everything. And entertainment.
All right. He's applying for the job on the episode as we go for the outro.
All right. Put it in. Hey, look, I'm join y'all.
They know.